What's up, guys? It's season 3 of Marvel Rivals, and we've got some new skins to check out and rank. First up is this King in White Adam Warlock, and it is horrifying. I'm sorry. They really went with a decent idea concept with the white and gold style, and I just think the execution and delivery is not quite what people were looking for. This one is hard on the eyes and just generally looks worse than his base costume. And as the rules say, if you look worse than the base costume, you are D tier. Black Panther has picked up the Golden Panther design here, and Golden Panther isn't as bad. It's the same white and gold design, but it is not focusing as heavily on the white and a little bit more focused on the gold. And it's the first chance at Black Panther to have kind of like a white tigery feel, which is a design some players are after. I have seen some people using this skin already. It is not as bad. It's just kind of an average recolor. An average recolor is a C tier rare skin. Emma has picked up probably one of my favorite skins here in her Phoenix Diamond design. First appearance in Avengers vs. X-Men 2015. This is her Phoenix 5 outfit, and they did a really good job with this one. I love the aesthetics of the Phoenix on the back with the wings. The floating bracelets are a really nice touch. Little flaming bits at the end of her coattails look so good. And of course, that flaming Phoenix chest plate is sick as hell. And I love the one glowing eye. It was a really nice touch. The other eye doesn't have the flaming glow. She keeps reposing on me here. It is really cool. I like it a lot. This is, for me, and could have been legendary, moves it up to S tier. I love these style of skins. Groot picks up the Symbiote Flora skin, which if you've watched some of our other reviews, you're going to notice this is a rare skin, not an epic skin. And this one looks so good. This goes so far beyond just a recolor. If you take base Groot here and then you upgrade it over to the symbiote, look how much detail and style they added to this. The fact that this isn't an epic skin is absolutely insane. This one blows away like Blue Tarantula, Penny Parker from previous season, right? Like, this one is so good. They hit so many amazing details all throughout the design. The symbiote Groot looks really, really cool. Just look at this. The tongue is such a good touch. It's like pulsating. The drippingness of it, I love it. Symbiote skins are some of my favorite, and they're going to get a little bit extra leeway, I think, for a lot of my preferences, but I don't think anyone can deny that this is an S tier rare skin. This should be an epic level skin, and it could be really close to a legendary skin if they added just a twitch more. A twitch. Hawkeye has picked up a Will of Galacta skin, and honestly, I think it's kind of fire. I think if you compare it to his base skin and then come over to this one actually looks better. I think it more embodies Hawkeye's look and expected feel kind of deal. I like the extra purple instead of the grays on the base. I think they did a really good job with this one. They muted down his hair to more of a dirty blonde instead of pure blonde. And I think they did some really good job here with this stylization across the character. They picked the right tones and the right points to make him look sick without making him look boring or generic. And he looks different enough from the base that I could see somebody picking this one up and using it as their preferred Hawkeye skin. It's no Flora Colossus Groot. It is mostly, I would say, low A, high B tier rare skin here. It looks really cool. I'm going to put it in A because, again, I can see this actually being preferred over the original, and it has some really nice style and look. Jeff the Landshark is getting a legendary skin here with the Devouring Duo skin. Now this one gets an extra animation here for the select animation and is going to have that extra MVP. We're not too worried about that. We're mostly just worried about the skin itself here. Let it play out again. It looks pretty adorable. I like the blue tongue. I like a lot of the spiky details, and the orca feel from this feels really good. I really like that they gave us like an orca-y Jeff and combined it with the symbiote at the same time, so you kind of get both of those feels in one. They did a lot of good details across this. I'm not like crazy pumped about this, but it is a really good comic book reference. They did a really good job implementing it. I think this is... It's in between here for me for a legendary skin. It is legendary. We always have to remember that legendary has to kind of go above and beyond. And I didn't see too much with the skin that went above and beyond. It also doesn't come with some of those fancy dancy extra kind of VFX effects that I think could do it well. I would say it is an A-tier legendary skin. It's not the absolute best Jeff skin we could possibly get, which is, I feel like, where you have to get with S-tier legendary. I've probably been a little bit more lenient on legendaries in the past, and I'm going to be a little bit pickier going forward, but we're going to have to see how that happens and how that all shakes out. Namor is also picking up his Phoenix 5 skin in Phoenix King. Now, I love this. I really like the Phoenix 5. I think this one looks so good and fantastic all across it, the flaming wings on it, but it is a little bit on the plainer side. I'm not as stoked about this one as I was about the Phoenix Diamond for Emma. This one, the flaming phoenix on the chest is pretty cool. I like that it's a different kind of look here for Namor compared to some of the other skins that he has, but it's not absolutely blowing me away by any means. I love it a lot, and I am going to have to put it probably higher than other people might. I am going to... I want to A-tier it because I really like Namor and I really like the Phoenix 5. I think it's more of a B-tier epic skin. Of course, Phoenix is our brand new character, and we got the base Phoenix skin here. There's a lot that I like about it, and there's a little bit that I don't like about it. I think it's slightly over-designed. I think a much more simple, plain Phoenix outfit is something a lot of players would be way more excited about, and this kind of like, I don't know, alien-y, intergalactic-y kind of additions that they added here, I don't think were necessary. These reverse shoulder thing going on, and then yeah, the Phoenix kind of looking weird across the chest and back. I don't think it was a necessary change to just a more plain traditional Phoenix look. That it lowers it a little bit for me. I really like it. I think that they did a good job capturing an essence of both Phoenix herself as well as of Jean Grey, and kind of having the Marvel girly feel mixed in there. The floaty belt thing is really good, and of course she's got her Phoenixy friend in the back, stand as some would say. Really plain. They didn't put a lot of work into the fiery Phoenix here. No feet or anything. For those feet lovers, they must be disappointed. Overall, I am happy with the skin. It's pretty good. I would say it's not an S tier Phoenix skin, so it could be in the A tiers, it could be in the B tiers. I might B tier it. I feel like they could have done a little bit more with the Phoenixy background, like she's just a little bit too plain, and then the over design of the overall outfit, I think, really retracts from the goodness of it. The goodness. She's got her Return of Jean Grey skin, first appearing in X-Men 2018, #1. It's a nice skin. I like that they did this style of outfit with the red and blue feel. It gives a couple of different comic book references throughout it. Again, the Phoenix is the same kind of boring level, and the general over design of the outfit is not the best. But rare skins you have to actually compare to the base skin. You can't just, you know, compare it to what you would ideally see for a Phoenix outfit. I think it's a slightly above average recolor because it does give a nice reference to the comics. That's going to have me putting it as a B tier rare. I think in those sense of rarity skins, this is a nicer rare skin than the White Panther, which of course is way better than the King in White down there. She also gets a legendary skin here, and this is like some kind of combination skin between being a Phoenix and being a Scarlet Witch. So she kind of absorbed chaos magic, combining herself with the Darkhold or something along those lines, and becoming a Chaos Phoenix. There's some really cool stuff here. It's a legendary skin. They redid a lot of the aspects of the outfit and gave it this kind of cool one-sided chaosy feel. So gems on one side with Phoenix on the other. The chaos magic meets fiery passion. The crowns across them, she's got her Phoenix crown, and then the Phoenix Force has the chaos crown on. There's a lot of cool details here, but for a legendary skin, this was nowhere near anything that I was expecting, looking forward to, or particularly excited about. When I saw it, I was like, what is that? And it still hasn't fully grown on me in any way. I don't even think this is a reference to anything, is it? No, this first appears in Marvel Rivals, so this doesn't hit any kind of references to make it a little bit more exciting, and it didn't hit any kind of like really impactful design for me. So like as a legendary skin, this one feels like an epic skin. And if you feel like an epic skin, I feel like you almost have to be D tier, but it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool skin. I'm going to C tier it. I think they did some good style here. I really like the gems versus Phoenix feel and the kind of yin yang, and they got the yin yang in the background to make that kind of shared feel across it, and it's pretty good. If this thing had been a rare skin, I would definitely say it is in the high A, close to S level of rare skin. It's just the fact that it's a legendary skin is where it is down in the C, because as a legendary skin, it's just not that exciting. Rocket Raccoon gets his symbiote raccoon outfit. This one is super sick. I love so much of the details across it. Where you could maybe argue that it is over stylized, I really like how they decided to over stylize it. You know, the rockets on the back being little symbiotes, his collar being like a giant open mouth, and his gun. There's so many really cool styles and designs across this thing. This also has a competitive advantage. It is very dark and hard to see. The gray and blackness of it makes it a very unique skin where you can hide in areas on the map and be very difficult to notice. So there's a competitive advantage to the skin, as well as it just looks really cool. I love the kind of design all across it. The collar is probably my favorite part, and then the little rockets on his back. Lots to love about this skin. Symbiote stuff in general will get higher for me. It's not quite legendary. There's some more they would have to do to make this a legendary skin. I'm going to A tier it as an epic skin. Spidey is also picking up his black suit, and I've seen the complaints about it, and I kind of agree. Although I've talked about this a bit with other Spidey suits where I've been like, okay, this Spidey to this Spidey to this Spidey, he's so plain and there's such little details across his outfit that these being legendary, they just kind of feel like recolors. Like, what is the legendariness of the Spider-Man 2 skin other than the fact that it's the Spider-Man 2 skin? Like, there's nothing exciting or that different about it. This one, they upped the kind of ranks there, right? They changed the spider on the chest to be that different style of Venom logo, and then they added the kind of gooey drippiness rather than it being a very clean suit. And I can appreciate where they went with this. Having it be the goopy style that they're doing with all the symbiote skins, I like that it's consistent and it's not like a clean suit. And then they changed his spider. His spider never looked like this, right? This was a Venom spider, not a Spider-Man spider. And I like that they did it. I think it actually makes it feel like a different skin instead of just keeping the exact same spider from the other ones. So while I accept those critiques or complaints, and I can see why some people would be less happy about it, I still think this is a pretty A-tier skin. It's a super exciting one. I'm disappointed it's in a battle pass, and I think this one should have been in the shop, because I think this is one that almost every Spider-Man player wants, and it being locked into a battle pass is a little bit disappointing to me. Squirrel Girl has picked up her legendary skin this season, which is also a symbiote skin. This one goes absolutely nuts. I think the combination of her tail being like a living entity combined with what they did with Tippy Toe there and like just so many details across this thing looks sick as hell. It's a really cool skin. This thing is nightmare fuel. I've said it a couple of times. I will keep saying it. I hate it. I hate it and love it at the same time. As I've said, this is the same kind of like equal horrific to adorable kind of design that I think my wife is going to love and use regularly for her Squirrel Girl. It is a really cool skin. People are stoked about it. They did a lot of cool stuff with it. I again feel like there could have been a little bit more added to the effects in-game that wasn't quite added there for the legendary skin. We're not going over the in-game stuff here right now, but I do know that there's a little bit of a letdown on that side. I think they blew it out of the park. I am S-tiering this. This is pretty much a perfect symbiote Squirrel Girl skin, and the fact that they added all those details to the model is just great. Symbiote Storm has come through here. Also, first appearance, X-Men Prime 2017, #1, the Venomized variant. I love this. This gives such a, like, Bride of Dracula kind of feel to it, which is wild to me. That now it makes me wish that there was like a Dracula storm in that first Dracula themed season. But this one looks sick as hell. I love what they did with the cape. I love what they did with Storm in general. The hair is on point and fantastic. The lightning bolt earrings look so good in the general design. And like little tiny lightning bolts all throughout the design really make it feel stormy while still feeling venomy. I think this one's super cool. They did a really good job. They could have legendaried this and Storm players would have been happy. And anytime I say that feel, if you're an epic skin and they could have legendaried you, I'm gonna S tier you. That one's so cool. Ultron now got his assigned gold skin. If you were ranked gold or above last season, you get the season 2.5 reward, which is gold in Ultron. They're going again with this kind of brownish orange and then purple look for a peanut butter and jelly Ultron here, but I think they did a better job than they did with Emma's. This one just looks a little bit better. It's still not particularly exciting, and the Hellfire logo on his back right there is just so plain in the purple, and you can barely even tell it's there. Like, I actually had to check if it was there, where all of the other ones that have had the logo on the back, it's been a lot more noticeable, right? Overall, I don't really see anybody using this skin. If you want a golden Ultron skin, the Extron skin just does everything that better than this skin does in every conceivable way, I feel. They really made it feel like it was going to be very blue and gold in the design here, and it very much ended up the purple and gold, which is not what players wanted. I get that that was the Hellfire event kind of theme and colors, but we're just not feeling it. Maybe if they'd golded this thing on the back, it'd be a little bit better. I'm still going to put this thing into basic C tier rare skin. Not too exciting. And finally, Wolverine gets his Weapon Phoenix skin from 2018 here. This thing is pretty good. There's a lot of really good details in here. I hate his face so much, and I can't get over how much I hate his face. I love the flaming claws. I love his short little stubby outfit here. I think they did a really good job with a lot of details across it. For an epic skin, though, I am a little bit disappointed. I don't like his face. I don't love the back view of it, which is what you're going to mostly see when you're playing it. A lot of the excitingness of it is, of course, in the front, but extra so, I feel like, on this one. I'm going to have to say that it's better than a C tier. It's a B tier. It's a B tier epic skin. Some people might put it higher. A lot of people were excited about the look of the chest and design and whatnot. I'm just not that stoked about it. I think they did a way better job with the other two Phoenix skins. So, like, if I'm B tiering this, I almost feel like I have to A tier Namor. So if I have Namor in B tier, I would almost have to C tier Wolverine here. Both those feel wrong, so I'm going to put them in B tier, but they are definitely a canyon between them of quality within the B tier. That's like the tippy-toppiest versus the bottomiest of B. So there's our new skins. Those are my feels. I think they, again, really get a good job. Lots of S's, lots of A's, good amount of B's. 4 in each is crazy. Realistically, you would think there'd be more of the B line, but they do such a good job with S and A tier skins in this. This was the first season I think I had this many C's in ratio. So a couple of misses here. This one, again, if it was rare skin, it would be up here, and I would probably S tier it if it was a rare skin. So it is a little bit low because of its legendary tag. And then, yeah, the chosen recolors here and the gold reward just didn't hit for me. Let me know what you feel about the skins. Was there any that I absolutely missed on? Is there any that you feel like need to go way higher or way lower? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm Zesty Fresh from Zazaze Games, and we'll catch you guys at the end of the season for more skins.